Okie dokie. I'm in queue for all of the dungeons that we've got at max level. So, now to go find some of these quests that are not appearing on the map for some reason. So, I got this one that was... I think he's up there. I think it's actually inside the dungeon, so... Actually, let's go see if we can track it down while we're waiting. Because DPS queues suck.
Will endure.
I think this is the right one. Unless it's up now, it's up there. Wrong one.
I am listening. Watch yourself.
Alright, what's the average wait time? About 14 minutes. Okay. So, I think we've got about 8 instances on. There's the 4 from leveling up. 2 that are sort of in the Alliance areas, 2 that are in the Horde areas, and then I think there's 4 more at max level. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm not quite into the level that I can do heroics yet, but I'll get there. Let me see if a quest pops up in here. Uh-oh. Maybe it's at the end of the zone or something. Anyway, I got a couple of quests to hand in Nazmir and Dune, so let's go do them while we're waiting. What are you doing there? Okay. I missed the FP or something? Where's that healing coming from? Soul Leech.
The Loa don't trade in coin, but I do.
Oh. Fly, bat, fly. Now, I haven't played much of the Alliance side yet, but all of the landscapes out here on the Horde, they look fantastic. Like, what's the continent called? Is it... Yeah, Zandalar. It's pretty cool. It's not as creepy as the goddamn Wicker Man thing that's over on the Alliance side. That place is spoopy. There's some interesting cloth sets that have come out. That's one of the helms that I've got on my Warlock. Pretty funny. But,
There is much to do. Speak quickly.
yeah, I think a lot of the sets are just placeholder sets.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. Fine, go. I have things to do.
Sassy old turtles. What's this? What do I have to do here? Return to Gloom Hollow. Alright.
Zandalar forever. I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe. Vengeance for the fallen.
Cragwise Aid. Report to Princess on your success. Before we left, I heard Princess Talanji was headed to Gloom Hollow. She should be there by now. We should be heading. Yeah, she's right there. Maybe reload. Let's reload.
Times change, and so must the Zandalari. Zandalar will endure.
Alright, so it was just a map error. What's this then? Deactivated Titan Keeper awakened. Okay. Doesn't sound scary. Ah! Don't hit me, bro. Investigate missing Zandala. Oh, okay. Damage core recovered. Oh, it's right there. Ah! He's reaching down to get his little battery. And now I'm dead. Oil can! Alright. Now what? Oh. Hand in. Oh, lots of quests. Might as well do stuff while we're waiting for queues to pop. There's not a whole lot of endgame content that's out yet besides the dungeons, so might as well quest. Get some rep up. I'm definitely going to try and scramble no more. Or slumber no more. There's bugs happening to me now. Wasn't happening on this turn. It was only happening on my priest. Now it's happening on this. Basically, you gotta reload UI after every quest because the map is a poop. Alright. Oh yeah, and we've got DPS meters finally. Doesn't give a very good indication of end game yet because all of the instances are phased to 120, to 110. So all of the stats get squished, and it's awful. So I was in a dungeon with a level, I think 110 hunter yesterday, and he was out damaging me by a mile. Like, hunters are broken, but they're not that broken. But whoopsie. Need to unload some shards and then get more back straight away. Oi, I'm full again. Pull more stuff, because everything melts out in the world. Melt, melt, melt. Definitely getting a healer up next so I can get fast Qs. Oh, what's that? Oh, zombie dinosaur. Those are always the best. Alright, got that one. Let's go get these flowers and kill them. Oh, I've already done all these. Alright, well, there's one more thing over there. Another one. attacking me. Why you do that, bro? Nope. Pet isn't even on taunt. Damn. Poor broken core guy. Feels so cool on the thingy mount from AQ. Wish I had got one back in the day. I was there, I just wasn't there for the opening of the gates. Just for the long ass grind. Okay, now the map is updating properly. Wait, no it isn't. Maybe it is. Just in case, let's do a reload. He knows what's coming. Some blood's talking to me. Okay, cool. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's give the pet a bit of hell. Elite mob my butt. Implosion!
You cannot command.
How's that quest going? 26 minutes in queue. Cool. Just need a tank. Just remembered I need like globs of blood for some reason. Ah, I probably should have. Lol. on, tanky friend. Yay. Alright, what have we got? Okay, well that didn't really work. This is one of the low ones. Doesn't really matter. You don't need a mark, you're fine.
Protect the priestess. Let no one make it through.
Turn that off.
Do not waste my time.
Ow. See what I mean? Like 110 arms warlocks doing more damage than me because of scaling. Well, hopefully I get some gear and I can go up into the heroic dungeons and do them.
You came for the gold.
Jesus Christ, this fucking guy.
My claws will find your heart.
Do not waste my time.
Corruption be purified.
Who dares summon me?
Oh, come on, I was behind that pillar. least he linked at that time because he didn't win. I was assuming he wasn't going to. Come on, kill it.
Summon me.
Morons. So many morons. Morons everywhere. Almost wiped because he doesn't run out of the thing. Good on him. What's this? Oh, it's that raptor thing. should probably queue up. Let's queue for just these ones. Oh, excuse me. There's a few too many retards in the lower levels. The void portals. I wonder if they're actually backwards talking or something.
Who dares summon me?
It's not updating again. Thought I heard something. Run away!
You cannot command.
Oh damn. One at the top of that thing. more faceless ones. What's going on? No taunt there. Go. Let's go. Oh, okay. You're coming to me. Oh god, Nazmi. Reload again.
Cannot command.
More pets.
Dare summon me.
Hmm. Oh, 301, I'm getting closer. Oh, nice. Um.
I fight to protect those who cannot protect themselves. May your vestments be adorned with the skulls of... I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
Alright. Sweet with the dude over there. Oh, looks like another
What's the
vehicle
order?
quest. Great.
We're gonna load this thing up, row ourselves into that river, and blow us up some trolls. Who's ready for a good time, eh? Rokon's been around for a long time, Princess. He ain't gonna die to some blood trolls. Yo,
Okay, that wasn't how
we're
we do
gonna
it.
load this thing up, row ourselves into that river, and blow us up some trolls. Who's ready for a
Okay,
good
order,
time,
go up in the squad to
eh?
blast an area using the Goblin Pummeler.
Rokon's been around for a long time, Princess. He ain't gonna die to some blood trolls.
That looks pretty cool though.
Hey, tonight you're sleeping with the swamp fishies.
Whoa! 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 Nobody said we'd have to deal with undead.
We work with undead all the time, you idiot.
Boss, I believe the technical term is
Forsaken.
Bet we could blow up a whole lot of gnomes with this baby.
What am I meant to do? Sail down the river, okay. There's no point to shooting or anything.
Princess, I ain't no expert, but I think you guys got a blood troll problem. We got a big problem here. This thing ain't a problem. We just gotta use the old curveball. Curveball! Curveball!
Oh, curveball! Curveball!
Curveball!
Oh,
Curveball!
curveball! Curveball!
Curveball! Curveball!
Oh, curveball! Curveball!
Curveball!
Oh,
Curveball!
curveball!
More? Bring it on! Curveball!
Oh,
Curveball!
curveball! Curveball!
That ain't gonna hit the monster! Aim
Curveball!
harder!
I think the I think the script is a little broken.
Curveball!
We seem to be in the clear now. We will need to move fast once we land at Zildjian Ruins.
Princess, you're about to get a front row seat to the latest and greatest of goblin technology.
Curveball! Curveball!
Oh,
curveball!
yeah.
Curveball!
User manuals are for schmucks. Note, we're doing this live.
There's a doing it live reference. I might have to report that bug. What bug?
I
Curveball!
fight to
Curveball!
protect those who cannot protect
Aye,
themselves.
them blood trolls be battling it out with the guards as we arrived. They weren't expecting us to attack from the rear.
Maybe on some DC.
Ooh, I get to hit a gong. Get some, get some. I didn't see that. That background looks a little. Oy. Let me fix. Uh-oh, froggy.
Times change, and so must the Zandalari. Loa watch over you.
I haven't had any problems with the orc DPS racial.
Hello!
Myself, anyway.
Hello. You're going to make a deal, eh?
I think most of the problem is like the GCDs. I think they're kind of broken. I haven't had a problem because I'm not using anything. Should probably use the orc racial though. But you missed some fun times about 10 minutes ago with this monk in what is it? The one with the dinosaur. Tank kept wanting to mark himself and then put a skull on everything. Yeah. Rip all Fury macros, like Swifty macros. Rip Ellie Shamans. I think I had about 3 or 4 of them. What am I doing around here? Over there. Rip this battleground queue as well.
Zandala forever.
Alright, let's go.
Not waste my time.
Get up! Get up! I don't know why I opened with Drain Life then. What's throwing shit at me? You are.
Guzencha!
Alright, they're done. What are you doing? Is he halving?
Step closer and don't mumble.
There is much to do. Speak quickly.
I'm getting sick of this refresh thing.
Make Bonsamdi see your enemies before he sees you.
Alright. Before you do, how about we make Alliance alts? Because, and I say Alliance because Horde side is broken. As soon as you get out of the battle, the princess, this one right here, she's not in
And
the
so must the
she's not in the castle. Bowser must have kidnapped her or something. So basically, you can't then select any zones. So it's really bottlenecking Horde leveling. Yeah, rip indeed. So make an alliance tune and level it up, and then when they fix it, probably in a week, swap it over. So, do you want to do that? I do have a Dark Iron Warlock over there, but I might make a. I don't know. Maybe a priest. Alright. The annoying thing about Dark Iron and yeah, I know, that's what I'm like, what do I play? What do I want to do? Maybe a shaman. I'll go shaman. The annoying thing about Iron and Gar Orcs is they don't have any random names in there, so you got to come up with something. No, I don't need to change realms. Alright, allied races, Dark Iron. Alright, let's go through all the. Let's do a shaman. Let's go through. What do I call him? Kapow. Name is unavailable. Alright. Earrings. Alright, let's go tattoo style. The clothes don't come off, but I assume it's just because there's tattoos on your head. I like those. That looks cool. Facial hair. Weird kissy lips. No, I need a mo on that. Face. You know I'm gonna say a rogue. Damn. um, uh, completely blank on what to call this guy. Hang on a second. Let's go back. Damn. Alright, well, gonna have to make a Dark Iron Shaman. That looks good. Alright, let me just copy my Shaman WTF file. Just do a Dark Iron Dorf. I don't know, I don't care. But at least we can be at the same height. We can look eye to eye and kiss. Didn't really work, did it? Log out. Oh, because I named him wrong. Cool. I'm going to delete that because that name is weird. Dark Iron, Male, Shaman, Randomize. I do like the red hair, but that's cool. One sec, I just gotta log out. And paste all my stuff. Hopefully the macros copy. Betcha they won't, and I'll have to do it again. Didn't. Logging out again. Ding ding. Alright. I'm gonna go enhance too. Give me a sec to set up my character. Okay. Action bars. On. Okay. Wish it was a lot easier to save all this stuff. Alright. Enhance. Uh, recharges time is reduced by 15%, deals 10% increased energy app. Purge that. Brighter. Flame tongue. Ignore this bag. Crush lightning. Oh, wait, that's in the right place. Frostband weapon. Spirits. Wait, I have a macro for that stun totem. And what other talents am I missing? No, I've got that in a macro. Wind Fury. Wind Fury causes each successful Wind Fury attack within 15 seconds to increase the damage of Wind Fury by 100% and the Maelstrom gain by 1. That means Wind Fury can just go massive. Totemic Mastery. Rockbiter has a 20% chance to increase your damage of your next Storm Strike by 100%. Let's do that. Flame Tongue weapon now causes the target to burn more. Frostband now enhances your weapon's damage, causing each of your weapon attacks to also deal 30% frost damage. What does it do anyway? Chills the target, dealing 140 frost damage. Reducing the movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds, enhances your weapon for 16 seconds, causes your attacks to apply frostbite. Okay. Flame Tongue now causes overcharge. Lightning Bolt now consumes up to 40 Maelstrom. And has a 10-second cooldown. Alright. When your health is brought below 35, yeah, I don't really care. Feral Lunge. Too big a cooldown. Rushing storms. Crash lightning also electrifies the ground, leaving. Yep. Earthen spikes. That's on the bottom now, and that's on the top. Eh. Rogues get a charge. Oh lord. Alright, I'm ready to go when you are. Unspent talents where? Oh, alright. Alright, so what's Dark Iron's racial abilities? Fireblood removes all poisons, disease, curses, and magic and bleeds effects. Jesus. Forged in flames. Reduces physical attacks by 1%. There you go. All tanks are gonna be dwarfs. While outdoors, summon a mole machine that tunnels through the earth. Not yet implemented. Indoor. While indoors, move 4% faster. Yeah, dwarfs used to be the master race, and they invented these ones, and now they are the fucking master race. Dark Iron Dwarves are gonna be everything. Like, GG PvP. Like, look at that. It reduces all poisons. Go away. Ah. Removes all poisons, diseases, curses, magics, and bleeds. Increases your primary stat by 231 and an additional 77 for each effect removed. Jewel me, rogue boy. Enhance. The worst thing is the Blizzard default thingy. That looks like a crazy ass rabbit. Where's the reset button? Cool. Enhance. What's a good enhance picture? So where's the logo for those wolves? There's the mage stuff, there's the warrior stuff, and there's mounts. There's chamois stuff. Yeah, no worries. There's warlock stuff. Where's... Alright, so it's there. Enhance. I want that one, and that one. Save. Ew, 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 ew. Elemental. That one. That one. That one's very elemental looking. And Presto. Oh, that's the old thingy. Right. So, while we're waiting for Tim, let's set up the other two specs. Yeah, that's Thunderstorm. Don't need that. That's there. That's on 7. F-Bind Totem Farsight. Purge, got it. Healing, Flame Tongue, Frost, Flame Shock. Heroism. Water Walking. Mount. What's why? What's why? What's why? I don't know. Alright, let's set up. Earthshock now increases the damage of next lightning bolt 100%. Echo of elements. Ooh. Casting lava bolt increases your next nature of frost. No, I don't know. Yeah. Lightning bolt, chain lightning can cause second elemental overload. Ooh. Storm elemental. Summons a totem to the target location for 15 seconds that hurls liquid magma at a random nearby enemy. Nearby target. Calls for the greater storm elemental. Your earth, fire, and storm elementals are drawn primary elements. 80% more powerful than regular elementals, with additional abilities you can directly control over. Stormkeeper, yeah. Replaces fire elemental. Alright, that's that. Transform into a flame ascendant, replacing chain lightning and lava beam. Removing the cooldown on lava burst and increasing the damage of lava burst by an amount equal to your critical strike chance. go that one for now. Alright, that's my Ellie build. Let's get resto sorted. Healing Tide, Stun Totem, Riptide, Frost Shock. Wait, what? Flame Shock, yeah. Spirit Walker's Grace. I don't need two of them. Purge. Hex. My mount. Chain. Riptide already got. Chain Hail I've got now. Okay. Life every third hit. No. Torrent. Targets you heal with. Let's try that one. Reduces the cooldown of your Spirit Walker's Grace by 60% and increases your movement speed by 20% while it's active. Windrush Totem, Nature's Guardian. Downpour, no, I didn't like that. Cloudburst Totem. Alright, so those are on the same thing. I do like that one for most things. High Tide, Wellspring, Ascendance. I think Ascendance. Maybe not. Oh. Alright. So that's that done. Oh. There. Yeah, I've got those, I've got that. Tremor Totem I don't have. Walking I don't have. Flash Moon. Okay. Let's swap to enhance.
Francis, lucky do's and root.
Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, let me turn you back up. You were, you were very, very, very quiet on the chat thing that I was watching the other day.
Oh, right, okay.
I just sound like a weirdo talking to myself.
Farewell,
Which is
friend of the
different to
rebels.
most times I stream, I know. Alright, we ready to go?
Everyone's doing that. Yeah, just about. You add me, queue us up.
Okay. Have you got the quest?
It's Shaw.
Better speak to Matthias.
Shaw.
Okay, it's done. Traveled water on.
Where are you on? Are you on
King's honor, friend.
Sylvanas?
Yeah, must be. Must be.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, no, you're right there. Weird. Alright. Do you want a transmog?
I don't really have any transmog.
Actually, I was transmogging when you were doing it, so
Oh, I have just the thing.
give me 2 minutes to just finish this.
All good.
Hang on, let's search for Earth Fury. Earth Fury. Don't think I have Earth Fury. That's alright, 10 storms is fine.
I'm like so close to being finished, hey,
With what?
with my work.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a public holiday tomorrow. There's a bit of extra that goes into today.
Bit of stuff to do, huh?
That said, Dark Iron Dwarves are pretty cool. Might be my new favorite Alliance race.
They're pretty OP.
Does your mole hunter thing work properly or not?
What? No, it says
The-
not yet implemented. NYI.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that what that means?
NYI, not yet implemented. And I have the dumbest fist weapons. I'm just gonna make them look like I'm punching people in the face with
Yeah, I've got those too.
the little brawling knuckles.
I'm like Edward Blade Hands.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this to go from alpha to beta so I can transfer my character over.
Assuming that's what's gonna happen. You ready?
Well met.
Assuming. Yeah, queued up.
Well, they usually have They usually have copy characters, so you can then copy your character and then level it all the way up. But then they also have pre-made 120s.
I'll probably do the copy character thing just because I don't want the mod back, I want my stuff.
I want my stuff. You know you can, well, yeah, you can do it and then delete them.
Yes, that's true. I might just be lagging behind for the first few pulls of this thing.
Who gives a shit? Like,
It's a scenario, whatever.
yeah.
Just trying to get like 3 things done simultaneously, and I'm almost finished all 3 of them.
I wish I was wearing leather at the moment. I could really start triggering you. We'll look back.
Because you've got all of the shit that I'm here on this dumb griffin.
Do you have any mounts?
I think when I made a character called Deadhawk PTR, originally it transferred me 50 mounts and no transmog at all, so it must have been from a time that I beta tested before Mr. Pandaria.
Yeah. I don't think you've been on any other beta tests, have you?
I might have gotten Kato, but I probably didn't do very much of it.
Oh, we've got another guy in here. Cool. Alright, I might run around and heal you. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit, this thing.
Or is he a healing man? Oh no, he's a prot.
I've made the font on my damage meters so small I can't even read how well I'm going.
Yeah, I've got mine turned all the way up. I got it turned up to 11. Why don't you use 10 as the maximum number? This one goes to 11. I just love how stupid it is. It's the best. Nah, I'm gonna go Ellie in a minute. I can't be arsed running around as a babysitter.
It's wise.
I'll let the NPCs do the healing. And
what am I doing? 2k or something? Am I doing 2k?
2k on the dot. 2k exactly. It's probably so small that it can't be asked rounding up, to be honest.
Just gotta do one more thing.
Gonna miss that million deeps. Go away. Haha, the totems are little anvils. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
I think I know what I'm doing with Kaz. On the the Frostmourne Kaz, that is.
Well, you do need a character to do your Alliance story and shit, so...
Yeah. I totally want to do that. I was actually considering rolling back to Frostmourne and swapping to Horde now. I don't know. I think Bard is the good Horde server.
You're probably right about that. I just keep mine on Frostmourne because I can't be bothered remaking them or transferring them.
Oh, exactly. But it's all coming up Millhouse for you because who cares? It's now a good PvE server.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen now that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Frostmourne's going to be like Raider Central for Oceanic.
I think so. I love that your character, and only your character, even if you're in a 5-man group, is the one that's standing next to like Gen and Andy. I can't have Stormcaller and Oh, nice. Thank you, whoever NPC that was. I can't have Stormcaller and Ascendant on the same time. They're all on the same tier, which kind of really sucks.
That's pretty lame.
I think I'm reading this correctly, and it says I'm doing 28. Oh, no, just 28.
Mine says you're doing 500.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I was looking at healing.
Oh, right.
That's some pro deeps.
I like the change that they've made to Blade Flurry, I guess.
What does it do now?
Now, I'll read it out to you. It's pretty good change, I reckon.
Are you playing
So-
as a gay pirate?
Yeah, because they are de-pirating the spec.
So it's just going
So
back to
the
combat.
splash is called Sinister Strike. Yep.
Wow.
They probably won't change the name officially, but unofficially, we're going back.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Wish we
Hashtag
could
best
skip
news
these
ever.
cutscenes.
Yeah, I know. But I guess they're testing?
Not only is it no longer called Saber Slash and Run Through, but they made it so that the Sinister Strike spec option is a bit easier to do.
Is there roll the bones?
There is still,
There's still. Is it
but
called?
they might iterate it out, to be honest.
Oh, run away!
So Blade Flurry, 2 charges, 15 energy, 25-second recharge. Causes your single target attacks to also strike all nearby enemies for 45% of normal damage for 12 seconds.
I can't visualize that without
So
reading
it's
it myself.
like, yeah, fair enough. But it's like a sweeping strikes thing, but instead of being on a minute,
Yeah.
you're on 25 seconds, and you've got 2 charges of it, so you can basically just do it whenever.
Rather than going, look at me, I am a crackhead.
And also, it's not deducting your energy like the old Blade Flurry would.
Old Blade Flurry used to not, or the one that I'm thinking of used to not deduct energy. Ah! Run away! I'ma die. I'ma not die. I am saved. I love that all specs of Shaman now get Earth Shield. It's pretty amazing. You're gonna die now.
Standing in the Mandarin bubble.
Yeah, same. Oh, that Mandarin, now that he's all grown up. Retreat, Mandarin! I am getting yucky.
I have to back. Just because I have to look at my other screen real quick.
Yeah. Where are you going, Mandy? Run away! Oh, you thought you caught up to me, I'm sorry.
It's still pretty shit, but it's slightly better than what it was.
You only caught up because I ran out of dudes to like mass murder.
Like, the change is just slightly good enough that the plan for my rogue to be my alliance main is still on.
Oh wow, Thrall's back. Is Thrall in this expansion? Lol.
I don't think they let him back into the Earthen Ring after he lost the Doom Hammer. Like, turn in your gun and your badge roll. You're done here.
He can't turn in his gun. He lost it. Don't you talk about my bay like that. Thrall is, like, he's my bro. We rolled together in Mount Hyge.
This is what I suspect is going to be like the third act turn for the current, like, for the story. Is that Sylvanas is obviously going to be like some sort of raid boss thing.
I don't think they're going to do that.
But it'll be like one of those ones where you get it to 10% and then she like wakes up from her dream and she's like, oh no, why are you attacking me? What's
so
going on?
that's what would happen if I invented the thing longer.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is we're going to get, each faction is going to get to each other's, bashing down each other's doors kind of. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, whether we kill Gen and they kill Nathaniel, but we're going to get so close to doing that, and then suddenly, next minute, tentacles spring out of nowhere and we get fucking N'Zoth attacking us. Like, we've just done all the hard work for him, empowered his goddamn weapons, empowered him with our goddamn weapons, I mean. Mined a whole heap of Azurite, which will turn out to be his prison.
Lol, guess what I just did?
What's that?
While we were thrown up in the air, I used grappling hook to leap towards the roof.
Nice.
So I like full Assassin's Creed some shit over here.
Yeah, mining all the Azurite is going to be like what frees N'Zoth or Cthulhu or whoever they're going to position, and then it's going to be like next minute, oh god, you should have been worrying about the true enemy, you fools.
Or now that it's died down, the Jaina is a Dreadlord thing might come back.
Nah, it's not going to be Jaina as a Dreadlord thing, because the Dreadlords are fucking dead. Remember, we kind of imprisoned, not Archimonde, not Kil'jaeden, Sargeras.
That was some dumb shit right there.
Yeah. What they might end up doing, they've put a whole heap of storylines into Bolvar. They're gonna...
It'll be like Return of the Lich King's Crusade or something.
I was watching Belular's videos, one of them, and a whole lot of people have unearthed the fact that the music when when Bolvar is, when he decides to become the Lich King, it's Yogg-Saron music that's playing.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that Yogg-Saron says he's now, death is not, forever, or death is not finite, and he calls himself the god of death or some shit. A lot of people are taking that to mean that he was secretly like in Bolvar's head the whole time, and so basically you've got an old god controlling the Lich King. It's no bueno. So much no bueno. Oh man, at least I got a free firebolt that I could just set off because I got knocked off my cast.
I have to say, this current lol spec that I put together for Outlaw is not terrible.
It's because it's combat and they're just like, no, totally, it's alright, don't worry about it. Pay no attention to the spec behind the curtain.
Hey, and Charge is back. Loving that. No problems with Charge.
That's
Oh, not
hilarious.
back. I mean, the fact that they gave it to us at all is cool.
Well, you had Shadow Strike, Shadow Step, so who gives a fuck?
The combat rogues never had Shadow Step, so...
Well, that's why. It's because all combat rogues are like, you get charged now, and you have grappling hook. Get over it. You're like Spider-Man and a warrior.
I might have to tome it up and try Killing Spree because it looks like they changed it slightly.
What's the tome do?
Just to reset your talent tome.
You who is outnumbered
Oh.
now.
Yeah, you've got 100 in your bags. Who cares?
Yeah.
Have you joined the Guild Bees world? Because that's another guild invite from them. Oh my god, it's like the high point of my day. No, it's fucking irritating.
I'm not on that server, so nah.
Aren't you? Yeah, you are.
I'm on
You're
the
on
other
my
server.
server.
Let us
Oh, am I?
even the
Yeah.
odds.
Oh, they're not sending me anything then.
I get
Guess
them
they don't
like,
want me.
I get
I
a
am known
dozen
for my tongue.
every day unless I like
Makator, are you
slash
ready for
ignore
battle?
them.
Indubitably,
I have to say, this one is so much better than the Horde one.
I don't think the
Doing a
Horde
little
one's
bit of
done.
vehicle combat. Oh yeah, probably not. But just getting in these things is like obviously
having
better
vehicle
than getting
combat.
With me.
That's all I care about.
completely
Toys.
destroyed.
my machines
No, I mean
are
like,
at your command.
because if you do the Horde one, what happens instead is you get completely crushed by Manduin. And
Yeah,
he's
and you have to
disoriented,
run away.
can't do anything about. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think the Alliance one is finished. And also, like, everyone keeps talking about, like, there's the Teldrassil in game, but I haven't found it.
I think it's only the pre stuff.
Yeah,
I think
haven't found it.
maybe you have to be like 112 or something.
I've got a 120 doofus, and it also happens
got it
in game before
On
this.
Alliance.
No, it
So they
happened.
only have the Alliance tied up.
Then we would have done it because it happens before the Battle of Lordaeron in the time frame.
Thought it happened after.
No, it happens before. Because that's what... They're positioning Sylvanas as the bad guy because everyone's gonna go, ew, she's gonna be a low boss because Jaina's Doomlord. It would be the dumb... It'll be the lamest thing if they make Jaina into the Lich King or whatever the fuck, like a Doom Lord, and if they kill Sylvanas. The only way Sylvanas could be killed and it's not be a piece of shit is if she went out like Vol'jin did, but Vol'jin went out, so you can't just be like, oh, okay, you die too. You can't make her the bad guy because she's literally redeemed herself from
But
hell.
we're getting to a point where she's like doing genocide shit on the other side, so...
Yes, but
gonna be a bit
also imagine if the old gods were kind of fucking with everyone's head, and that's why everyone's kind of a little angry.
Hmm.
Plot twist.
I just want them to make fucking... What's the guy's name? Bane Bloodhoof, the new war chief, please.
Yeah, no, Sylvanas is the goddamn war chief and you'll fucking like it. You may not like the president, but you respect the office.
Well, joke's on them, so don't.
I think it's going to be a good expansion. I think
Understood.
it's going to
We will
be
not let you
hashtag
go
plot
alone.
twists.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good expansion. I'm just waiting to see...
Many of them, but the ones I do
Like, obviously it's going to be a bit of a rollback from all of the, like, super duper stuff that they handed out in Legion. But I'm waiting to see if the, like, allied race thing is actually going to be worth it. Because leveling them up kind of sucks.
What's the what? The
Or, like, if the reward
for leveling up
previously...
what? Oh, the
I mean,
for the
if
weapons.
the game... No, yeah, if the gameplay reward in the past was to do artifact appearance shit, then now it's to do alliances, like an allied race ship.
Ah, right, yeah.
And that's fine. I've unlocked the current 4, but I haven't even leveled any of them up because it takes forever.
It doesn't take too long, and it's something to do. It's like it's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I'm just waiting to see if it like is gonna stay cool.
P.S. Get out of Whirlwind again.
Yeah, obviously. Just found that out, didn't I?
Obviously, he said, because he died to it. No shit! Don't call me a scrub. I'm good at this game. Yeah, I figured you're distracted though.
Should have made a mage.
Mages apparently are fucking terrible. I haven't really played one. I don't see much difference with Frost. But everyone has like a fangasm over fire all the time because of reasons. And apparently fire is a piece of shit. And hey guy, run out.
I was killing spreeing.
Probably not the best time to do that.
Yeah, well, I didn't have much of a choice today because I didn't know what time it was to do that. I only just got back.
It's 3:34.
I know what time it is.
I do like this cutscene, and I do like that Anduin is a pretty cool dude. Given that the guy he's across from has a skull for an axe, give him all the due courtesy, and take that corpse from his hands and chuck it in the armory, would you?
But also, it's kind of like he could have beaten them if he had like maybe 4 other people.
Oh yeah, like it's the entire. He's holding back the entire alliance. But it's there's very Wrathgate triggers here. Because Sylvanas is using the plague again. Manduin's probably heard about his dad and stuff. He lost Xiaofeng lost his son in the Wrathgate. There's a whole lot of triggers, and I think that sort of makes me think that they are going to bring Bovar back because there's a lot of wrath, nostalgia.
Well, we're going to be doing Wrath DPS numbers when we hit 120, so it makes a lot of sense, even just from a mechanical level.
Yeah,
it's going to feel like that.
Oh, I think we're going to be doing fucking vanilla numbers.
Well, I mean, we're doing like, I mean, most people are averaging 3k at the moment in the dungeon.
Yeah. Well, no, yes,
So
yes and no. Excuse me. They are, but that's because everything is scaled down to.
Well, yeah, obviously.
110.
But like, even in the world, like that seems to be like a generally normal number to be seen.
No, I was doing 8k on training dummies.
Yeah, well, you don't even let me finish my point. 3k is what 110s are doing at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So 3k is also the amount of DPS that most people were averaging after pre-patch in BC when everyone got buffed. And the only ones that were going higher than 3k were like rogues and red paladins and stuff.
I didn't remember what numbers we were doing back then. I was
do because I was top DPS.
I was gonna go check out my screenshots for Supremus because that was one of the ones that I topped. Because
well, I remember it when we did Shade of Akama as the Dread. Like the time that we killed it for the first time, everyone was like, "Oh my god, way to go, Deadhawk!" Because I did 3k DPS.
I think I quit before. I did because
no, you quit after. You quit after because this is before all of the stuff. This is like as far as we could get during 2.4.
I know, but I think I rage quit the raiding because that was the pre-patch, and that's when paladins became shadow priests.
No. This is before the pre-patch.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Before the pre-patch.
Oh, Shade of Akama. I was.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Terran Gorfine. That's what I was thinking of. Silly me.
Yeah, we were peaking at 3k, or as in I was peaking at 3k, and then after the pre-patch, 3k was kind of the normal for most people, and then it would go up from there to like 4k. I think is what the Ret Pally was doing. He was broken.
That was after the patch. wasn't it?
after. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Well, they
That's-
became Shadow Priest
That's
and
what
top
110
damage.
looks like right now. Is that 3K, 4K
Okay.
bracket? But if their stat squish is molded after the same range of numbers, because clearly it's only been done to preserve a certain number feeling. Otherwise, why bother?
No,
Because they
I
even
think
said
no.
they even said in interviews that it's about. I mean, obviously they don't want numbers to get extremely massive, but they said in interviews that the reason why they wanted the numbers to be a certain range is because they thought that that was the most aesthetically pleasing range for the numbers to live in, which means they thought about it in terms of aesthetics and not in terms of pure mechanics. So I think that at 120 we'll be doing the same DPS that we were doing in like Naxxramas.
Yeah, maybe. I think the level squish thing is mainly because it just makes scaling and phasing into the dungeon easy if everyone is playing normal dungeons at 120.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but it also creates like problems that they probably won't fix, like the fact that you could go 30 levels between getting an upgrade in a stat squish environment, where like the shit that you get off like a level 60 mob is going to be just as good as the stuff you get off a level 80 mob, because the window between those upgrades is much larger now. Because like we're wearing like 100, like I've got 185 item level at the moment. I did like on my boomkin, I did Malagos for just to see how long it would take, and after killing it, which took like 10 minutes, he dropped like 120 item level stuff. So like it's not just about keeping stuff inside a pleasing mechanical framework, because obviously it like creates issues.
I think that's just a phasing thing.
Well, I wasn't scaled down in Malagos because that's a legacy raid.
No, I mean it saves scaling everyone up or down or whatever in a dungeon, and it just gives everyone the same level bracket for 100 for 10 fucking levels, rather than
But
going
that's what's currently happening on live. Is that if you level in a dungeon, the mobs look like your level, which happens even if you're 110 because of the new changes.
which is the same thing except that they've pretty much swapped it around. You look like their level, not they look like your level.
Yeah. The only way that it's the only time that it stops working is if you're in a pure end level, like end game dungeon or higher, in which case it doesn't matter that it's not working.
I think they've just done it so that gear scales the same. Because
Like,
if you've got if you've got a 110 in there and a 120 in there, and the 120 gets an item level, it's not going to change for the 110. Like and you can trade it across to that guy, but it's going to be 10 levels too high for him. Rather than that, it's just.
There'll probably be stuff that doesn't fall into that category as well. Like now, for instance, if you do a battleground with the same item level as me, but you have an unleveled up artifact and I don't, I'll destroy you easily.
Yeah, it's only the artifact. Everything else is just PvP profile.
Yeah, so there's always going to be those things that are like tied to the items, such as like the Azeroth traits or whatever, that are going to be better than the item level that they're labeled with.
I don't know. It's a weird aesthetic difference. It just means that my Warlock is doing really shit damage in there compared to some 110s and 112s.
Hmm.
Which is fucking why.
Ahoy!
Yeah, and if you were like 119, it would be different.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I noticed, that as soon as I hit 120, I was getting pummeled by everything.
But that's also because when you hit 120,
The stat
value
squish
of the
kicks
stats
in.
that you
Yeah,
have, yeah.
thanks, man. Thanks for explaining how
But it
everything
kicks
works.
in. It kicks in for everyone. It just is more severe at that
It's
level.
more I know that. 120 is when it's like, all right, well, you need there's now like such a more drawn out item level that you have to get to be decent, whereas before it was this tiny little slot of difference.
Hmm. I wonder if the Chromie scenario will still put you at level 1000 after the patch.
It will put you to the equivalent of stats squishing. They're not fucking stupid. They are sometimes stupid. No, they would have implemented a game-wide.
No, I'm saying I
Squish
think
mechanic.
they should let it stay at 1000.
Why?
I think that if you're at level 120 6 months from now,
Who cares?
and
It's
your
just-
item level is 300, let's say, I think that if you felt like going back and doing, which not for you because you've already done it, but if some other person was like, oh, I want to
No,
do
they're
some
gonna
legacy
go back and do it.
ancient shit.
You're gonna go back and do a level will be 250 or whatever the equivalent is, or one.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I'm hearing. I'm
not
arguing.
saying what they're
I'm
gonna do.
disagreeing.
I don't want to. No. Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yes,
saying. I'm disagreeing.
you're probably right. I'm saying they should preserve it, and the reason why is so that for like 15 minutes you can go and experience what that Legion shit was like when it was
Let's
still
go and
around.
re-experience vanilla then. They're not gonna do
Well,
it.
they are doing that.
They're doing that on different servers though, and
And
it's
my
taken
point
them
is
50
that
years.
if I was the game designer, I would want to build foundations for a much bigger house than just the one that I need at the moment.
Why? Who gives a fuck about the old house?
Because the point is that you can
Fuck,
iterate on
fuck
top
people
of
and
it
their
later.
nostalgia.
I don't know, and nostalgia seems to be like the only thing that's driving consumerism at the moment.
So buy into it or don't. Like,
To buy into it, literally almost everything that everyone
I
likes
know.
is nostalgia.
but they're gonna buy into it by releasing vanilla servers. So why would they do it in live game?
Well, for the simple reason that when you are going and doing other legacy dungeons, there's like
They're
say,
not
a
gonna
list
preserve
of-
a thing so that you can open your character screen
or
and see one
like
number.
the time walking raids or stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's not preserving an item level that's archaic and pointless. When they've just squished everything, no, then they're not gonna do it, and it's pointless to have it.
I don't think it's pointless.
Yeah,
I think you think it's pointless.
I know.
but
I
just because you think something. I mean, your gameplay experience is like very different to most people's anyway. I mean, think about Joe Average. They probably don't even have like half of the shit unlocked from Legion that they're currently playing.
I don't know. Like, well, Suramar and stuff. Yeah.
This Outlaw spec's pretty good.
Lol.
Better than the one on Light, to be honest. It's like probably one of the only good changes.
Priest, Warlock. Haven't noticed anything
And
with Druid.
Druid is boring. It's
Druid's
the same
exactly the same as, yeah, pretty much what I meant. Haven't
Boring
played
is bad though,
Moonkin.
especially when you have a chance to use it.
Haven't played Moonkin on live anyway.
Is exactly the same. All they did was make talents different, but the talents you choose are the same.
Yeah.
If anything, you want the talents to give you the things that you used to have.
Well, we don't know what the Azeroth gear is gonna look like. Like, I've got one on my wall. I've got a couple on my Warlock, but first tier low level shit is not gonna give any indication of what it's gonna effectively be like.
Yeah, no, it's not going to indicate exactly what it's going to be like, but one thing that does is the talent tree changes.
Yeah, but the talent tree is not going to make up for an entire separate talent tree that's in there. You can pick and choose stuff to preserve from the weapons, but then you're going to lose stuff from the talents. And yeah, you can redesign it to like take
You're
out
not
all
going to
the
have
shitty
a
ones.
radically different experience of your class at 120 if your 110 talents are basically the exact same.
Oh,
Like Bear's not going to play differently at 120.
that's the
This
exact
is what it
opposite of what
is.
you were talking about with monk tanks, because most of it came from the weapon.
Well, monk tanks are different now because it's actually made change.
Yeah, well they've baked a lot of it back in. But that's what I mean. Like if you preserve a lot of the talents from the weapon, while you didn't pick and choose those, like you got them
Well,
once you
I'm not even
unloaded.
talking about the weapon. I don't care about the weapon. I'm just saying that like you've got stuff like most of the druid shit at the moment, which is kind of flat, and people know it, and people have talked about it before. This is the perfect time to change that, and they
Oh
are.
yeah. I just think they haven't gotten to druids yet, because druids are fine. They're just exactly that. They're flat. All they've
Maybe.
done so far with bear tanks that I can notice is they've taken away the frenzied regen.
Well met.
They've
Well, yeah,
just
you don't have as many to use.
no. They've just radically reduced the amount of healing you can get from it.
Well, they've made it a lot more like
What can I do for you?
I mean, it was before, but they've increased on the feel of like it being like a death strike thing where it gives you more if you use it just after taking damage.
Well, that's how you were meant to do it, and Death Strike was the opposite of that. Death Strike was a preemptive one, or a post-emptive to heal, but a preemptive because it used to give you a shield.
Oh yeah, well, obviously it's not going to give you a shield.
I don't think it's giving you a shield in Legion anyway. That was Morrowind, and that was a dumb change.
Travel safely now.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think Bear will be really popular because the other tanks are getting hit really hard, and Bear is just kind of the same.
I didn't feel anything different with Death Knight.
Well, yeah, Death Knight's the same too, but
I think it's what
choice.
You mean.
That would be my
like,
pick of 1 and 2.
You need something?
Whereas if you go on Warrior right now, half of it's not even done.
Yeah.
Paladin is crap, and it was crap last expansion
It was
too.
crap anyway, so yeah, no loss there.
And Monk is going to be the same thing that it was always, which is niche. But if anything, it's just slightly better at what it was trying to do. Still niche.
Yeah.
Farewell, friend.
And Vengeance is kind of better as well, but it's still.
Well, the problem Vengeance has was it relied a lot on just leech. and you're not getting that now. They've taken away everyone's healing.
The rotation is better, but the stuff is not as good.
Yeah. My character's auto running, like off into the next zone through a cinematic. Goodbye, friend. I hope I'm not actually there and I phase back where the cinematic is. I hope. Nope, I'm in Africa. Yeah, well,
I am stuck.
Where are you stuck?
I'm stuck at the Talia meeting of the docks.
What do you mean by stuck?
As in I can't walk.
Oh, you're... Oh, okay. Reload.
Can't grappling hook or anything. Yeah, I'll reload.
Reload UI. Could be because we're in group and I've taken her away.
No, she's right next to me. I just can't walk.
Oh, okay. Reload should fix it, otherwise just log in, log out, otherwise working is
the
intended,
thing-
delete your tune.
Here's the thing that might actually sway me to the Alliance side, is if the Cultiran human druid thing is good.
Yeah, same. That's what I was kind of
'Cause if you
considering
get to
making
be-
2 druids.
You get to be a druid who has a trench coat. That's kind of cool. And like that trench coat shit, I thought that everyone was getting that, but now it looks like it's just going to be their heritage armor.
It's
which
a
is
heritage
lame.
armor, yeah.
So I might have to do it. But also, just even questing in Zul's that are
Well,
all of the new trolls are amazing. So
all of the new trolls are pretty cool. The blood trolls look cool,
Yeah, they're awesome.
although we can't get them.
Illness will prevail.
just in general, and I really like the city.
The big Aztec pyramid.
It's probably, to me, because I started doing quests in the city on my hunter, I think it's maybe better than Surima. Because it has the same scope and scale that Surima had, but it doesn't have the annoying fucking guards trying to disturb everything you're doing every 10 seconds.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not very impressed by Xandazar. The port's kind of cool, but Xandazar itself is like, oh, okay, it's a room, it's just really high. Cool. Well, yeah. That's
That
cool.
stuff's whatever. That's like the actual embassy or whatever is just like the one in Mop.
Yeah, it's
It's like,
Shattrath City,
you're in a
really.
room.
It's not even that big.
Yeah.
It's not even as
But
big as Shattrath. The
the-
harbour
the-
is cool.
The harbor's good, yeah. Especially with the Tortolans and shit, and all the different
The Tortolan, I
troll
love.
races representing different gangs. I think
Yeah,
that's funny.
I like the Tortolan's voice acting. What do you want? Just doesn't give a fuck.
I like that some of the quests that they give are about like catching children or whatever. Like, maybe the Alliance one will be better overall because it's more human, but it might be less fun because it is more human.
Yeah. Bro, don't play a fantasy game to pretend I'm a human.
Well, I just mean because like a lot
What
of
do you
the
mean, like,
Collectier
humane?
stuff is really Disney, which is fine. But it's
I wouldn't say it's
the
Disney.
dark parts.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's Disney. It's kind of, there's some fucking spooky ass shit out there. If it's Disney, it's the whoever greenlit Something Wicked this week comes period of Disney.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because there's some fucking those hags that attack you and shit. There's those like the Wicker Men that run around. Like, it's some creepy ass shit out there.
I've always dreamed of adventure. Come back with
So what's the
stories.
thing with the Horde questing? You can't do it because of the chick.
The princess phases out once you like do all the zoning, and as soon as you get your Heart of Azeroth, she's in a different phase.
Oh.
So she's gone. But you're welcome, because dwarves.
Yeah, the dwarves are cool. Although I'll probably do the race change thing like a million times.
Kulturin or dwarves? Oh, right, you're just gonna jump between everyone.
Yeah.
I hope that when you, because Kulturin you've got to unlock, somehow. They haven't really released it.
It'll probably be like after the 8.1 or whatever.
No, I think it's part of like, part of questing. You got to get reputation while you quest to 120, and I think it's a 120 unlock.
Oh. I assumed that the dwarfs and orcs would be at the end of the war campaign or whatever.
I don't
And
know.
then,
I would assume that. Well, because part of this intro cinematic is getting them on your team. So that's kind of step one, but it's not. You can't really grind that out if it's like, all right, well that's the first thing you did. Here's the thing.
Finally, some
I think they're being very smart with the way they show the story off.
Oh yeah.
Because at the moment, everyone in the world only really knows what happens up to like level 112.
What do you mean?
Like, we don't know anything about
serve with honor.
like the end of the war campaign. We only really know like the first 2 battles, which happen straight away.
Yeah. But that's I still don't know what you mean by 112
How can I help?
because that takes
I
you
mean, the
all
only
way
thing
to
that we
120.
know about, no, the only thing that we know about is the like questing zones and the factions that we can currently
What's the
see.
situation?
But all of the stuff about Sylvanas does this, and then they burn the tree, and the city's attacked, and blah blah blah, all that stuff is literally just the opening of the
That's
escape.
just the stuff that happens at the start.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what happens after Dionysus? No one knows.
well that's right, and that's a 120 thing, I think, not a 112 or whatnot.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we don't really know much about what happens after the leveling experience.
No, I know.
We don't even know how the leveling experience is supposed to officially end.
Lord Admiral's favor, friend.
Like,
Smooth
how all the
sailing.
Order Whores had like an end of order shit.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
have that.
yeah. Well, they also. I don't think it's that they're being tight-lipped about it. I think it's because it's still being done and designed, and
They are being tight-lipped as well, though.
eh. Yes and no.
Like, I reckon that they'll put this into beta in like the next 2 weeks for
I
120 play, and then they'll skip over
probably,
the stuff that I'm talking about and
yeah,
not show it.
probably 3 or 4. I don't think it's ready for beta yet. Like a lot of the classes, there's still 3 or 4 talents missing. There's still a lot of bugs. Usually, this is the only alpha I've been in. I usually get it into beta, in early beta, and usually there's not as many bugs as this. Like, this is buggy as fuck. Especially, like, when I first started playing, like, there's zones in Nazmir that you'd just fall through the ground. And, like, your character would be in hell for an hour. It's like, no, you can't get out. Too bad. They've only just released Voldoon and whatever the Alliance one is.
Oh yeah, those dungeons.
Storm Song Valley. No, I'm talking about the questing zones. They've only just opened up the questing zones. The dungeons, I'm not sure when they opened them up because I think they've only just opened them up this week. Because I didn't have the level requirement anyway.
I'm doing one of my co-workers' work at the moment because they're on jury duty.
Lol.
And
fire
as
that
as a process of doing it, I'm realizing how many mistakes they make.
How much what?
Mistakes.
Right. Why? Because they've given you their resources and just gone, here you go, and it's wrong.
Well, they didn't even give it to me. I was assigned it after the fact. So I didn't even get to talk to them about it. They were just gone. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's some awesome preparation then.
Which is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It just means that I'm like, okay, I see it. I see why there are problems.
It's because you're
It's
shit.
It's also not my job to solve the problems. I'm just gonna take note of it and move on.
Bureaucracy at its finest. That doesn't work. Fix it. Not my job.
And thank Christ, I think I'm done until Thursday.
Cool. Oh, I can queue for dungeons if you want.
Yes, but I'm tempted. I still want a tank though, which is annoying because I would do it on a warrior, but they haven't finished it.
So go and make a tank.
I want to make a paladin.
Go make a druid.
Yeah, I
Or a
guess
monk.
so.
Monk. Make a dwarf monk. Seriously,
Hold on.
they're fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna laugh if you can't be a dwarf monk. I think you can though. But I'm still gonna laugh if you can't.
Oh, you get 2 Azeroth pieces now. Shit.
Yeah. And it's really annoying because they don't swap with your spec, which is fucked.
Well, la-di-da, 2 pieces. Yeah, I'll DPS this assassination for 1. Just give me a sec.
Why
Just
assassin?
wrapping up my business.
Just said how cool that combat is.
Yeah, it is cool, but now I'm going to do it with the other one.
I'm in Dusk. Duskbar. Yeah.
Well,
I was going to say Duskwood.
whatever.
Yeah, it makes it easier if we're questing in the same zones.
Duskbar.
Duskiver?
disappearances, a new curfew will be strictly enforced in Fallhaven. For your protection, all villagers are expected to retire to their homes no later than sundown. In addition, we have
The
received
voiceover guy
reports
for
of
the intro
dangerous
quest, he sounds like the
creatures in
dude that used to read the
foothills.
Game of Thrones
Anyone with
books.
business outside the town limits is
Fucking
urged to
hilarious.
use caution.
He is the guy.
Well, he's dead now.
Oh.
Dearest husband,
So,
I don't
That's
know who
sad.
you think you're
Rip.
fooling, but I've seen you
Like,
sneaking out
it
into
was
the foothills while you think
a billion years
I'm
old, too.
asleep. Whatever it is you're up to, it better not involve that
He's so
crazy woman in the
cockney.
woods. She's a dangerous one, but not half as dangerous as I'll be if I find out you're up to no
Alright,
good.
so I'm just counting all the logs that I've sent to make sure I did everything.
Loot lag. No. No. I'm gonna laugh if there's some other form of, like, a gating bug that stops Alliance from questing. Swap it over to Enhance for a while.
I don't know where these blasted flies came from, but they've returned each morning for a fortnight now. At this rate, we'll run out of feed for the pigs in a month's time. What curse has befallen this place? I bet my last torch it has something to do with that old croon.
Yas flies. Everything in Dusk Bar is spooky.
Good spooky though.
Spoopy.
I'll go see real quick if my monk has a faction change token or not.
Yeah. I hate that it's random.
Yeah.
I really hate that it's random.
And I hate that it's character specific.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas the actual level up ones aren't, so. Like, yeah, fuck you. Let me choose.
Yeah, exactly. What's with the loot, Blizzard? That's...
Customize your character. Nope. No, thingy.
Dear Foreman Stolton, I apologise for the delay in the latest butchery shipment. I was given some plant scraps by
It's going to be interesting to see what, when the Kultiran humans go live, it's going to be interesting to see what they can be and what they can do.
It has been
and like the...
to corral them for transport.
You've got the fatty and the skinnies.
I will attempt another shipment.
Well, you're obviously going to get Warrior, Hunter, Druid. Those are the three that I'd bet on. Maybe a Warlock.
I don't know about Warlock. It seems like they're trying to stay away from spoopy magic. Well, then again, it could be that they're involved in spoopy magic. I don't even know about a mage, maybe. Probably a priest, because...
I'm going to say no to mage. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, priest, yes.
I'm going to say yes to mage, because who the fuck is Jaina Proudmourne?
Yeah, but she's like different.
No, like mage is different schools of magic to like spoopy magic. So that's why I don't think warlocks will be on the cards. Morgar, Maghar orcs can't be warlocks. So
almost everyone can be monk, I'm fairly certain.
yes. I think it's one of those things that it's just the druids. It's just the Tauren I don't think can be monks. Tauren and the werewolves. I don't think they can be monks. Otherwise you would see werewolf monks everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, assassination plays exactly the same, but in a good way.
The mother! You should turn away now, lest you share their fate.
Did you see the Venom trailer yet? How awesome is it? Can you tell by the tone in my voice I'm being cynical and sarcastic?
I have not seen it.
Fucking awful.
Take your word for it.
I don't know how much you're into like Marvel and some of their characters.
Assume almost none at all.
Yeah, I figured. It just seems stupid. It seems like this. It seems like they've gone for a possessed vibe rather than like an infected vibe, which is what
possessed as in like demonic possession.
possessed as in he hears voices in his head. Like, it's hard to explain the symbiotes, but they're exactly what the name suggests. You don't become Eddie Brock plus the ooze, you become a third person. And Venom always refers to himself in the third person. He always says we. I'm not the third person, the group collective. And it's not like it's a hive mind or anything, it's just that Venom assumes that he's two people and they become a third person when they're Venom.
Right.
But in the trailer it seems like the symbiote is giving him making him a deal with the devil kind of thing. Like, I know Todd McFarlane came up with the symbiote and Venom, but he's not Spawn. Yeah, the symbiote starts talking about a bargain and all this shit.
Yeah, Assassination feels really solid at the moment. Much faster to play than other specs with the GCD shit.
Cool.
So, I reckon Rogue and Demon Hunter both are probably going to be very in if the GCD stuff stays.
Ow! Whatever that was, it hurt. I think I had 3 things on me and it really hurt. The GCD stuff's gonna stay, at least for DPS. Yeah. I don't like again Bellular. Did I call him Bulvar? No, I didn't. Bellular did a video on what's the deal with GCD, and he summed it up pretty well. It's like all the DPS ones, fine. It's to slow down the gameplay a little bit. Yeah, cool. The utility ones like Disengage, Shadow Step, all that shit, not as fucking good. Not a good idea to have them off the GCD on the GCD, because then they're reactive.
People's reactions.
Yeah, they're reactive, and especially with Feign Death, Disengage, shit like that. It's to get away, and if you punish people for DPSing correctly, and they can't get away, it's going to really hurt gameplay and the style of the game.
I will show you the Coven's power!
Someone's messaging me and they're like, how's Rogue? Is it better than all the other shit ones at the moment?
Rogues are one of the top DPS that I've seen at endgame. But again, everything's
Rogue
squished.
is really good compared to a lot of other classes, in my opinion. And then he's like, oh, that's cool, I'm playing Hunter and it's shit. And I'm like,
wow.
Actually, Hunter's probably the other one that's actually in a good place.
That's really strange to hear someone with that kind of a mental problem is on the alpha.
Yeah, if DPS is slowing down across the board, then Rogue is totally going to be in season. Because the pace for Rogue almost never changes between expansions.
Well, also, like, GCDs and all that sort of shit, they don't affect the white damage. And a good Rogue knows that white damage is a big deal. Like, that's...
Plus, like, bleeds and poisons.
Yeah, and bleeds and poisons.
Fine.
Yeah, that too.
And if anything, they're even faster because of the haste affecting them now.
Yes. So it's much more passive DPS and shit.
Yeah. And like, all of the Rogue shit combat-wise is mostly GCD locked anyway. It's just that now you have to use GCD to press Vendetta, which is one thing. And if you're missing Kingsbane, well, Kingsbane was on the GCD, so...
Which one was
again,
Kingsbane?
Same. It's the artifact.
It's the artifact weapon, yeah. Is that now a talent or just a spell that's in there?
It's gone.
Oh, okay. Not to be brought back or anything?
Probably not, I guess. It's pretty average.
Yeah, well, that's how big of a deal it was. I can't even remember it.
Well, it's like how Beryl has Fangs of Ashamain. They're not gonna.
Fangs of Ashamain
like
is just like a whack, 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 whack.
Yeah. Yeah, Rogue's going to be in season, and obviously Havoc will be in season because the Havoc metamorphosis was a couple of time anyway, so that doesn't change.
Fucking... I must be... I don't know, I must brain differently than everyone else. Everyone seems to love the new Lost in Space thing, and I think it's the most appalling piece of shit.
I haven't seen it.
Everyone I've spoken to has been like, oh, I heard it was great.
See you later.
It's arduous to watch, and it kind of doesn't logic well. Okay, so one of the like one of the points, like the things to overcome, is that the ship. First of all, it's a fucking alien attack that goes wrong, and they attack the fleet, and the Jupiter 2 is like one of the not escape pods, but everyone's trying to leave Earth, and Jupiter's family pods, that's fine. But they crash because the fleet got attacked in space by aliens, and you find out that the robot is one of these aliens. Hashtag spoilers, fuck you. But one of the ship is like, it doesn't crash very much. I think it just loses power mostly, and so it falls through the atmosphere, lands in a lake, and the family's like, oh no, we have to get out now. Oh no! And then they're all out, and they're like, it's really cold. Oh no! And they try to get Will to go get some batteries out of somewhere. In the ship, and it's underwater, and because it's really cold, the water's gonna freeze over. But Will is kind of a little scaredy cat, and that's one of the main plot points, is he has to overcome his scaredy catness. Oh my god, well written, lol. Hashtag storytelling 101. So he sort of freezes up, no pun intended. And I forget the older sister's name. The little one's Penny. Judy. Who's black and from a former marriage. So, diversity for some reason. Which is great, but fuck it, make the whole family black, who cares? Like, if you just don't have a token race person in there. And also, like, Mr. Smith is now Mrs. Smith. Ugh. So you've got two diversity flipped characters, I guess maybe balance it out. But that's kind of dumb because in the original series, Dr. Smith was the villain. He sabotaged, and even the fucking movie got that right. Like he sabotaged the experiment and the mission for monies, and then kind of got trapped on the ship. And was like, oh no, I was trapped for no reason. Help me.
For no reason.
For no reason. exactly what I was going for. Yeah, so anyway, the Judy's about to jump into the water and like save the family because Will's a pussy. So she jumps in and like she's the oldest child and she's all bravado and doesn't like her dad because he's not her dad. You're not my real dad.
Right.
And the dad's an alcoholic and he's a tool and like the mum and dad were like breaking up and shit. It's so fucking forced. But anyway, like the daughter jumps in the water, jumps in to get these batteries and stuff, and the problem and what they have to like get around and shit is that the water starts freezing from the bottom up.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, it's entirely not how that works. That's not how none of these things are how physics. Oh, it's on an alien planet. Water doesn't freeze from the bottom up.
Were they bending physics on purpose or something?
I don't know. It could be methane. No, it's water. Because, like, it doesn't explode and then they go get magnesium to make an incendiary device to break her out. And so Will meets the robot because he saves the robot's life because the robot is a bad robot and he's cut in half and he's wandering around and he's about to kill himself and then Will cuts down the tree that he's on, the branch. Like, Will and the top half of the robot are hiding from the fire. For some fucking reason there's a bushfire. And like the legs are wandering around like fucking Ed 209 in RoboCop. And just sort of going, Rah! And the top half of the robot jumps up, tries to attack Will, and then sits perched out on a branch, and Will's like against a tree going, oh my god! And then he realizes that the robot's sad, and he's hurt, and he's an alien. And so he doesn't realize it's going to save him, but he starts cutting down the branch to murder the fuck out of this robot alien thing, and be like, don't be sad, I'll put you out of your misery, lol. And as he's cutting through the branch, like the scene cuts and you see like these tentacles sort of pull together, and like it's the robot. He's gonna be friends, and yeah, Will sort of was like, oh no, accepting his fate that the fire's about to murder him and shit. And the robot jumps up, grabs him like a fucking mother bear, or just grabs him, cuddles him, and then jumps out and runs off. And that's how he meets the robot. And then he puts him down. Then the robot decides that because it's six-limbed, like it's got 2 legs and 4 arms. But then it like morphs its arms back together and changes its posture, and basically it becomes human. Some reason, like they put this metaphor that it's an alien, but now it's becoming human, so it's good. What the fuck? And then, like, he brings it back and it saves Judy, and like it gets back to the camp, looks at the ice that's formed from the bottom up, and oh yeah, Judy's trapped in the ice as she's swimming up to get out, which is why Will and the dad had to run off because he saw magnesium or something, and that'd make a big enough fire and a hot enough spark to like burn her out. So, and she's in her spacesuit, so she's got like 6 hours. So there is a ticking clock, but it's not like, oh my god, gotta get around now. Let's wander 50 minutes that way and like, whatever.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't make any sense.
Or if I'm just
yeah.
I know.
So
I know.
I'm assuming it's because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just that it's stupid, and I am sort of going around in circles and making it sound more stupid. Go and watch it. It's the most fucking abysmal thing I've ever fucking watched, and like the pacing is terrible. The characters are terrible. Everything is just bad. It's so bad. It's boring. It's so boring. Dun, 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 dun. can't remember if we talked about it, but I love the last best of the worst. Jay's like, guess what the gimmick is, Rich? And Rich is like this fucking battered like housewife going, what's the gimmick? And Jay's like, no gimmicks! And it has like shooting stars across it and shit. I
loved
those.
when they did the thing on Half in the Bag where they're like, why is my shirt bigger?
Yeah. Oh, Jay signed his contract. Now get the fuck out.
They're so good at doing like
parodying
running gags.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Well, they're very good at parodying, like the nerd podcast thing that they do, the Nerdcast or whatever the fuck it's called. That's one of the best things.
Oh, should I subscribe to that? I don't know if I'm subscribed to that.
I've not subscribed to it either, but they sometimes have it on the main channel. Man, questing as enhanced is really brutal. There's not much depth. It's not very nice.
Well, as rogue, it's like buttery goodness.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna do one of them next. I'm just swapping back to elemental. That's all. Or we can sign up as dungeons and I'll go heal.
Yeah, but I might take a 10-minute break first because I gotta do something.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'll be right. Wait for it. No, wait.
10 minutes later, I'm like, back. Alright, I'll BRB.
I might be right back too. Hey man, sorry I only just looked at chat. I will be right back. underneath or something? Do I need to reload? Oh, they're over there. Yeah, you really feel that missing defensives when you don't have a shield.
Can I help you? For the Alliance.
Oh, it's plate. Wait a second. Yeah, cool. Spooky ass Wiccan tree.
Fool! You will die screaming!
It's possessed.
All of Kultiris will suffer. You are only the first.
Hail, traveler. What is going on?
What happened?
Beware the witch's
Need
curse.
something?
These are dark times. Tread carefully.
My name is Alec
Hello.
Guinness.
See you later.
Scooby Dooby.
do for you?
My name is Ooby Doop Badoop Banooby. What's your middle name? Scooby Dooby. Ooby Noop Scooby Doop Banooby? Why is the loot so weird? No, it's not rats. It's just the birdies. Ah! Even the pigs are spoopy. This cranky little fucker. What the hell? There's a cooldown on Flame Shock again.
Hey.
Okay. They put a cooldown on Flame Shock for Elemental Shamans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kinda sucks.
That's dumb. There's not a cooldown on Moonfire, is there?
Yeah, well.
I'm just gonna see if I have one of those tokens now.
Is it done
So
yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet?
Yeah.
Is it done yet? Is it done yet?
Maybe some soothing shit.
Maybe log, like, not just log out, like turn
Exit.
Yeah, yeah. Turn off the WoW.
Suppose I can just remake the monk, considering.
Well, yeah, you can.
Drag.
You'll just have to go through all this scenic stuff. Have fun. Unless you want me to just queue for battlegrounds. I mean, the dungeons.
Yeah, alright. I'll, come DPS.
As a rogue?
Yeah, as a rogue.
Okay, one sec.
As a fist rogue.
Wow. I just had like 10 in a row of, there's a talent that there's a chance for all the maelstrom you spend for it to get refunded. I just had like 4 in a row on, earthquakes. So, things went dead. I'll queue up myself as damage as well for a little while. I love that it asks you what role you would like to play. What do you want to do? Do you want damage or do you want to? Oh yeah. But you gotta click it.
Guess I could rogue tank it. Is that an option?
It is, but they're called death knights. They're called faggots. It's probably not nice.
I don't think they are called that.
Demon hunters.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think that's the official literature you're quoting right there. Yeah. I just took a beating. Are you going in hands?
Yeah, no, I'm in elemental. What kind of a loser do you think I am to play in hands? God, jeez. Hot take. John's given his 2 cents on Venom.
Oh.
You're John.
I'll add that to my reading list.
Yeah. His hot takes on everything are pretty great. But yeah, having a Venom movie without Spider-Man is dumb. Because there's no reason for him to hate Spider-Man then. Well, there's no reason to bond over hating Spider-Man, which is the whole fucking point. Him and the
Seems like
symbiote.
there's plenty of reason for me to hate all of it, though.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know why you hate it. Just that it's shit. I don't have wind leap anymore. Like, at all. It's nowhere. This sucks so much. Wait.
Well, that was a talent.
Yeah. It's not there anymore.
Oh.
Doesn't exist.
I'm gonna need to do this with leeching poison.
Well, that's you're meant to as as questing. You've also got leeching poison in the form of my earth shield.
Our power is ancient. You will fall. You cannot stop.
She had a lot of health.
Yeah, that was really hard to solo when I did it, especially as enhanced, which sucked. Lol AoE. Yours isn't too bad either.
Yeah, but you know.
As far as explosive AoE, I think I spiked to like 3k.
Oh shit. My AoE comes with 14 years of experience or whatever it is.
Pressing fan of knives is pretty fucking hard, I know.
They don't even unlock fan of knives as a skill for people that haven't been on Rogue for less than 10 years. They leave it grayed out until your account is 10 years old.
I think that's as far from the truth as possible.
Is that a two-seater? Oh no.
I can get a two-seater.
No, that's fine. There's a quest giver over here.
Yeah, I've already done it.
Okay.
I forgot I didn't have flying.
I had to read a map.
Yeah, sometimes the maps are broken as well.
At least they have artwork now.
Yeah. Not just like a zoomed out terrain. I need a guy down here, I think. Let me reload my thing, because my quests still bug out. Yeah, I need a guy down here.
That might be what I get after I do this.
Yep. I don't think he's here. Yeah, he's not here. He hasn't spawned yet. Someone must have killed him.
I have heard that getting alpha invites means that
You're
For every
cool.
expansion after that, you get it every time.
That's pretty cool.
So the fact that you went from beta to alpha and that I got alpha means that we'll maybe get it again in the future. It's like they need alpha testers for like the level 130 Warcraft Cataclysm of the Pandaria.
Alright, the guy, he's here now. And
I've almost finished this thing.
the quest is called Wanted Rindlewoe. I can just share it. Dead Hurk is not... yeah, he's not eligible for that. Fair enough. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 3.
Rogue might actually be pretty top shit at level 120 when you have haste and stuff.
I was kind of considering getting one. I don't know what I want to do now, because Shaman is fun. And I've seen some crazy ass Ellie Shamans going off.
I think for me, Rogue is a good choice for an Alliance main, because then you can kind of stealth, do quests, kill
Yeah.
things.
Well,
No big deal.
yeah, all of the stealth classes are probably some of my favorites, but Druid's probably my favorite stealth class, mainly because I don't have to wait for DPS queue.
Yeah, there is that. I think that if I had a tank on the Alliance side, though, maybe if the warrior changes are good.
Uh-oh, you die. Hashtag vanish. Oh no, what happened? You suck?
Nah, I used it already. Yeah, the Q thing is obviously pretty shit. But what are you going to do?
Well, that's why I'm always on a healer or a tank.
forgot how good rogue stealth is at everything. Such good quality of life. I'm like, I missed this.
Yeah. Well, cool. Stay a rogue.
Or for the Alliance, is what I'll do.
I need to download the Venom trailer and put a slide whistle under his tongue. Just do me a favor, go watch it.
Alright, I'm not gonna like it though.
You're not gonna like it.
Alright. Venom trailer, official trailer.
It's on my wall. I'm gonna watch it again too because oh my god, is it bad?
This is long.
Well, they've got to give you context.
I need context, I get it. He's like got a gross thing on.
You don't need context. I get it. They're doing it wrong. And the entire context is terrible.
Okay, I watched it.
What'd you think?
It's pretty gross. I'm like, I'm gonna find it hard to care about this character if it's presented at like he's wearing toxic sludge.
That's the character.
Oh, maybe I'm just not a fan of Venom then. And as for the
You
casting,
you
I
obviously
think the
won't.
casting is very bad.
Why? What's wrong with Tom Hardy? But yeah, like he's not quite a meathead, and Eddie Brock is a meathead.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's extremely not a meathead. He's like intellectual almost. When he plays Bane as like incredibly intelligent anarchist.
Well, that's who
When he
Bane
plays
kind of was.
in Dunkirk, he's like a military officer who makes smart strategic choices, things like that. He's not just like, hey, I'm just some guy, you know. He's not that. The accent sounds fake. because it is obviously.
He sounds like Donnie Darko, or probably Bubble Boy.
And
He has this like strange whiny sort of like, what's wrong?
And then Jenny Slate is the lady who clues him onto it or whatever.
Well,
She's
I think
comedy
that's Gwen
actress.
Stacy. I think, because the entire thing about Venom and Spider-Man was that Eddie Brock was with and kind of loved Gwen Stacy too, and Spider-Man killed her, or let her be killed by being Spider-Man. Like it was very ambiguous in the comic books as to whether he did kill her or she just fell and he tried to save her. Not as ambiguous in the fucking movie though, because it literally she bashes her head on the ground in this strange position where the webbing kind of grabbed her in the middle and she just goes dunk and bashes her head instead of falling. That movie was awful.
It was very bad. It's like, you want me to suspend my disbelief about all of the things that this webbing could go wrong, except for the one time when it actually matters. It's like he never makes any mistakes with it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not breaking anyone's spines until the moment that.
Well, the amount of times he sort of grabbed people and like webbed them and pulled them out of the way, and it's like, did that not hurt? Is inertia not a thing? Is whiplash not real?
Permanent whiplash.
And then the part in the comics was that she falls, cuts to him going, "I'll save you," cut back to him pulling her up and like it's just a limp body. So there's at least then like it's not that he broke her spine or anything. He wasn't there in time. Like he may have got a lasso hold on the back on her, and it just sort of boing dunk yo-yoed and hit the ground. Where are you going? The dude's right here.
Not in my face.
Do you not have?
Oh, let me go and find out if I get
Wanted Rindle Woe.
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I'll go turn in something and see if I can.
Oh yeah, I'm not invisible. No, it's a wanted poster on one of the walls.
Oh, okay, then I don't have it.
Find it and grab it. Because these queues are awful. Man, another one. Whoa. I like that refunded Maelstrom thing. That's cool.
Okay, I have the wanted poster now.
Okay, wanted Rindlewoe.
Yeah.
Okay, he's down where I am. He's like patrolling up and down.
See him. He's right next to me.
Yeah. He must move really slow. Ah, there he is.
My Vendetta's on cooldown for 28 seconds.
Alright, I'll wait. Actually, I won't. No, pull. We were toe-to-toe for a second there, but there was a couple of things that... Fuck off, Froggy! There's a couple of things that has changed that I was expecting to happen that haven't happened.
Well, I got a second Garrod off on the other mob that joined. So.
Yeah. I chain lightninged him. Biggest thing that I'm finding is I have to choose between the old... Why am I in combat? Oh, fucking more frogs. The old artifact weapon and Ascension. It's like Ascension is a 3-minute cooldown and the other one's a 1-minute cooldown. So like...
Wasn't the old artifact from Ellie more AoE focused?
No.
You get to do like free chain lightnings and stuff?
You get instant chain lightnings. So, not really AoE. You get free lightnings. So, it's... Which one do you want to do? Right, let's head this way.
Got these ones.
Yep. Let me just hand in and grab.
Greetings.
Pork chops.
Be careful.
Hello.
Are you helloing me, or is that Emily home?
There's Emily.
Okay.
Check this shit out real quick. There's changes. And then I had to change that day. It was someone else's mistake. There. Someone else has made a mistake, but it's something that also is cross-promoted in my feeds. That was just the morning, so...
And that's just this one. Yeah, what I have is burst DPS. What you'd call out of the gate DPS.
Just give me 1 sec.
Yep. Piggy. think I'm going to leave it there for streaming at the moment. So I will catch you all around.